Welcome back to the Kop TV. It's that time again. For how many times on this channel have we done a match preview or a review or an instant match reaction or a watch along to Liverpool versus Real Madrid?
I'd actually like to know
Probably
if anyone can find out. It's probably a lot.
I reckon we've played them 8 times in the last
5 years.
Since 2018. So let's go with 8 years. I reckon we've played them every year for the last.
Almost every year, yeah.
Honestly, I'm sick and tired of playing these lot, and I hope we don't play them again in this Champions League later on down the line. But Real Madrid are 3 from 3 in the Champions League. They're currently 5th in the table. Liverpool 10th in the table. If we win this game, we join them on 9 points. And obviously Arsenal, Inter, Bayern and PSG, the other teams that have also won 3 out of 3 so far. So obviously it's a massive game. In my opinion, it's the biggest game in European football. So smash that like button. Let's get your lineup predictions in. Let's get your score predictions in the chat, please. And subscribe to the Kop TV if you have not already. I mean, the context for this game, Doyle, couldn't be greater.
For the situation that we are in, for them, it's just another game. For us, it's a game that we must win.
It is, but Trent's coming back to Anfield. The rat returns to L4. As soon as he moved and as soon as the Champions League draw was made, I just knew we'd get Real Madrid.
Yeah.
But this is the standout headline. Trent does return to Anfield. I'm going to be at the game myself tomorrow night. And I'll be honest, Doyle, absolutely zero space for niceties, zero space for nostalgia, for sentiment. We need to make it an absolute nightmare for him if he starts. I want to hear the ground rocking, I want to hear the whistling, I want to hear the booing. And that goes for any player that, leaves Liverpool in the way that he did. There's no need to go over the top, but I want to make sure that he feels the wrath of Anfield on Tuesday night.
I don't know how I feel about that one. I get it. I think he will get booed. I don't know if I was in it. I wouldn't boo him. I wouldn't give him anything. But in the same way that if he scored against us, I wouldn't expect him to celebrate either. So it's got to be mutual, the respect that we show to each other. But yeah, I totally expect him to get booed, and he probably will, and he probably deserves it. So it is what it is. If he starts, then that's a big if. You don't know if he's going to. Has he even played since his injury?
I don't think he's been. I mean, even when he was fit, they were using Carvajal, Valverde at right back.
There you go, lads.
So there's no actual guarantee that he's going to start this game. I actually think he'll go with Valverde.
Trent is the least of me worries about this game, lad. Yeah. It really is. I don't care less about this. You've left us. It's done. Out of my mind. For me, we've got to have to defend really well, and Trent is definitely going to be part of that if he's playing, because he's going to thread them balls through to players like Mbappe and Vinicius. But really, I'm worried about that front line that they've got, mate. They are insane at attacking. They've just beat Barcelona, who are one of the best teams at the high press. They are excellent at it. They are straight on you as soon as you've got the ball in defence. They will press. They've got wonderful players in Yamal, who's able to become, like a maverick and make things happen on his own. I am worried about them and how we're going to cope with their attack and prowess and how they're going to play through our press as well. They're not going to be doing the long balls, but they can if they want, because they've got the ability to do
direct
that. This team has got the versatility and the quality to do whatever it wants, so we have to be able to answer every question that it asks us. And so far this season, we've not been able to do that when it comes to long balls, directness, long throw-ins, etc. So I'm worried. I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, we've just beat Aston Villa, so we're going to smoke these.
We'll always be worried going into a game against Real Madrid. Always. Trent actually said that when the draw was announced, I think everyone kind of knew it was going to happen. It was destined for that fixture to come.
Always.
Speaking about Liverpool, he said, obviously they're a top team. I knew at some point I'd end up going back there or playing against Liverpool. It's happening so soon. Mixed emotions. It will be a very difficult one, but a game that I'm excited for.
Make no mistake, he's going to want to win.
And listen, yeah, of course he's going to want to win for his new club and get one over against Liverpool. He only left in May, or what was it, June the 1st or July the 1st, whatever it was. He left. Let's try and do a lineup prediction for Liverpool. It will be Mamardashvili in goal. I mean, Conor Bradley, considering how well he played against Real Madrid last year when he smashed Mbappe,
he played boss.
He's got to play at right back. It will be Ibu, who actually always has a good game individually against the likes of Vinny Jr. Against Vinny Jr. He always locks him up. Virgil van Dijk and Andy Robbo has to start this game. There's no question for me. Absolutely. Andy Robbo starts this game all day long.
Midfield's the big one, isn't it? It's the big one.
Is it just the same team as Saturday?
Yeah.
It is.
It is, for me, it is, yeah. Wirtz comes on maybe on the 60th minute where he can try and find some type of space to do something with. But even then, when he comes on, I don't think we sacrifice any midfielders for that. Maybe I don't know. it's just, I always feel like when we're bringing Wirtz on, and it's not his fault that we're compromising the stability in the midfield, because that's not his role. He's not an 8. He's not anywhere near a 6. He's an out-and-out number 10. That's his job. That's what he's excellent at. So we can't afford to put him in a 3-man midfield and expect him to run up and down and chase. He just hasn't got that physicality. Yeah. It's not who he is. So I worry about the kids starting. But at the same time, on the other hand, Champions League looks like it's made for him. Like I said earlier on the hot topics.
He did play well against Atletico.
He did, yeah. And he played well against Frankfurt as well. He played excellent against them. In these games, right, Champions League, usually you've got to go out to win it. There's less jeopardy in it than there was in the group stages, but the games are more open, and particularly against a team like Real Madrid, who are going to want to play football. They're not going to let us have all of the football. They're going to want to actually play the game. So maybe he can find some space in that, but then I feel like we sacrifice too much stability. So he's going to have to come on for the 60th minute, and it'll have to be for one of the wingers.
So it'll have to be McAllister, Szoboszlai and Gravenberch in the midfield. For this game, would you go... I suppose... I mean, even if Gakpo doesn't score an assist, he pretty much is guaranteed at the minute, because there isn't much competition on that side.
We don't have wingers.
Start every game.
That's where I think that Wirtz could come on that left-sided... wing position, or even, I know this is going to be mad and I don't know if we've even done it yet, but even as like a false 9 in front of that midfield. That's what I think he tried to do against Aston Villa. It didn't quite work out. He got
when he came on,
but he does need, he needs to be an attacking player, not a midfield player. That's what I think.
Yeah. So Gakpo, Ekitike and Mo Salah. We're obviously going to hear from Arne Slot at 3:15 today, so he'll give us an update on Alisson, on Isak and Curtis Jones as well. But that's pretty much the obvious team that you can put out. And then off the bench, I would like to see Chiesa start from the left in a game coming up soon.
Not this game, no.
Not this game, maybe not. But I would like him to... I definitely need to see him coming on and stretching the game. I think that's the thing that we didn't do against Villa. We almost allowed
we needed him to come
a few more shots.
He would have been the better sub.
He would have been a great sub, to be honest, to come on and just get behind and stretch.
So,
yeah, I think that's pretty simple. It's going to be that team. Then off the bench, you can look at Wirtz, you can look at Chiesa, Isak if he's fit, Curtis Jones to come on. That's pretty much it. I mean, Kirkes could do a job at left back once the game's already, been settled.
He would scare me starting that game, though. We can't start.
No. But when you're looking at their players, obviously there's so much depth in that squad, especially in midfield. They could play so many different types of players up front. You've got Mbappe, Rodrigo and Vinicius. I mean, Jude Bellingham's on fire at the minute as well. We've not really thought about him. But again, they had all these players last year. And we absolutely
but they were in a
them.
Bad spell, lad, and we weren't. We were in a great spell, mentality-wise, they're feeling good right now. They've just won 3 in the Champions League already. They've just beat Valencia 4-0. They beat Barcelona the other week, which was a big game. It always is, El Clasico, right? They're feeling good about themselves, and they'll be feeling like they can go to Liverpool, who's been struggling recently, and smoke them. I guarantee they will be not worried about us.
Yeah. Well, are they though? Because Xabi Alonso has said that he's made the decision that his side will train in Valle de Bebas, which is their training facility in Madrid, before flying to Merseyside on Monday afternoon. So normally what happens is the night before a big game at Anfield, we'll allow the opposition team to train at Anfield so they get used to the pitch. But Xabi Alonso, having already brought Leverkusen to Anfield last year and lost 4-0, and they used the AXA for that as well, he said he doesn't want to be surrounded by 200 cameras. Is he kind of hiding something there, or what do you actually think is the reason for that?
I think he probably come to Anfield last year, trained in our facility, got paranoid about us probably watching his tactics, and doesn't want that to happen again, which is absolutely fine. I totally understand that. He wants to give the lads that he's got a rest. They're going to be travelling anyway, which is going to tire them out. I don't think he's particularly worried that he's going to lose this game, but I do think that he's going to take every precaution not to, because that's what you do as a football manager, right? So, yeah, maybe he's looking at that, just thinking, I don't want him to be onto any of our tactics, which could potentially mean that he's got to trick up his sleeve. I don't know. It could be that Trent's actually starting the game and he's going to utilise Trent a lot, particularly if we are struggling with directness and balls into the box. Trent is probably one of the best players in the world at creating them situations for the team, especially when you've got all them lads that can run in behind. So, I don't know. I think that's what he's probably doing, trying to just hide his tactics, which makes sense. Smart move from him.
There's this as well. The Echo is saying that Liverpool versus Real Madrid to be banned from taking place after UEFA rule change. It says Liverpool and Madrid will play each other at Anfield in the league phase of the Champions League for a second consecutive season, but there's a new rule which could impact the teams in the future. It says that's due. So Liverpool are banned from featuring Real Madrid in the Champions League next season should both teams qualify for the league phase. That's due to a unique UEFA ruling having been drawn against each other in 2 consecutive campaigns.
So you just don't want that to happen, basically.
Yeah, it's set to be the 13th time Liverpool have met Madrid in the competition, with all but one of those meetings played in the last 16 years. However, just 2 of those matches have taken place in the old group stage format, with the remaining meetings taking place in the knockout stages. But according to paragraph 16.03 of the UEFA Champions League regulations, the 2 clubs will not meet in next year's league phase of the competition.
That's crazy, that.
I mean, Madrid were complaining that they got Anfield again this year. They actually did complain about that again. They said, we're not playing them twice.
I'm not really bothered about that. They complain about literally everything that happens to them ever, so I don't really care about them complaining, mate. Madrid. Go away.
Right, that's our lineup prediction done. We've given you the context of the game. Trent's coming back. I think that's the main headline, but forget about him. Go and deal with Bellingham, Mbappe, Rodrigo, Vinicius Jr. You know, even Carreras, the left back, scored a scream the other day. So there's a lot to deal with. Camavinga, you know, off the bench they've got that Endrick. They've got Gonzalo Garcia, Valverde. So
they've got Courtois in goal as well, by the way, who is literally a Liverpool nemesis. He stopped us winning in the Champions League. He's in excellent form. He's probably one of the, if not the best goalkeeper in the world. He's
one of them for sure.
Mate.
Definitely.
It's going to be a tough game.
With that all being said, let us know what you think the score is going to be on Tuesday night. I'm going to go for... it's this bit that I hate. I hate this bit. Do you know what? I'll go 2-1 Liverpool because we won 2-0 last year. I do think they could probably nick a goal. But the fans, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that we will, as a fan base, be rocking that stadium tomorrow night. There's no doubt about it. It's the biggest game we can have at Anfield, I think, in Europe for sure. So I'm going for a 2-1 Liverpool win. At this stage in the group stages, just get the points on the board. Let's get through to 9 points. Let's get through to the next round as soon as we can. 2-1 Liverpool.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only score you can really go with, isn't it? We can't say that we're going to go and blow them away. And it's a scary game. So 2-1
to the mic, mate.
2-1. Yeah. 2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool. Let us know what you think in the chat. You've given us, or we've given you our lineup prediction. I think it's pretty much just the same team that's going to, that went out against Aston Villa. Do you think there's one eye on the City game, or do you just go all in for this game?
We have an international break after this.
Yeah.
Going all in on both games.
Right.
Absolutely. It's Tuesday, and then you've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 4 days in between. That's enough rest.
Yeah.
Definitely go all in.
All in, please, Liverpool. That's what we need.
We need the confidence boost. It's not about the 3 points in the Champions League right now. It's not even about that. It's the confidence boost. We need to know that we can compete against the best in Real Madrid.
It's a test. And also, I'm expecting there to be an almighty welcome for when that bus comes into the ground tomorrow night. For both teams, good and bad. I'm expecting us to absolutely just make it a horrible atmosphere for them. But they're Real Madrid. They're used to this. They just turn up anywhere and win normally. So they didn't do that at Anfield last season. We've got so much history with this team. They've defeated us so many times. Let's get 2 wins in a row against Madrid, please.
Yeah,
we've already just beaten the neighbours. Now let's beat them. Smash that like button. Get your comments in. Lineup prediction, score prediction. We're out of here. See you soon. I'll be at Anfield tomorrow night. We'll see you on the fan cams. All the best.
Bash.